Також хочу зробити невелике оголошення. На жаль, міністр
We're sorry for the delay. Unfortunately, the Minister Demchyshin, the Minister of Energy and Fuel.
have the minister up.
Good afternoon, dear colleagues. Today in Ukraine we celebrate the Day of Armed Forces of Ukraine, Land Forces, and this is the biggest arms of Ukrainian armed forces, biggest part, and these land forces they follow all the orders and they hold positions which are defined according to Minsk agreements from 5 and 19 September. President of Poroshenko, Prime Minister of Australia, Tony Abbott, they met the Australian investigation group, which investigates MH17 shutdown. And the President told the results of the investigation proved that the plane was shut down by a Russian missile. The intelligence provides that that plane. There was a system Book M used and which was brought from Russia to Donbass together with the crew, underlined the President Poroshenko. Tony Abbott told that on 17th of July the plane was shot down in the sky by militants supported by Russia. He thanked the Australian investigation group for efficient work. The Prime Minister Abbott mentioned the assistance provided by Ukrainian experts. Poroshenko told that LNR and DNR should be recognized as terrorist organizations. And we will, on the 10th of December, to the Parliament, they brought the draft law on recognizing these self-financed organizations as LNR and DNR as terrorist organizations. As to the situation in Ethiopia, in general, we can state that the gradual bilateral silence regime or ceasefire regime in the area during the last day, the facts of using heavy equipment, artillery, and HRAD system was not observed. One our soldier was wounded as a result of he got on a booby trap near Piske. At the same time, illegal formations they mobilize in order to have one command to create it or the band groups and to use the Russian standards to fill the groups, and the brigade are manned in the cost of by Russian Federation's mercenaries. And as to the facts of ceasefire abuse, and there was a fire near Mayorsk, near Horlivka, near Piski, and near Shastya. Our military men in Donetsk airport, they provoked them twice, and they were firing from grenade launchers. And in general, during the day, there were six shelling, and in all the cases, Ukrainian Ukrainian soldiers did not respond to those provocations, despite the ceasefire which was introduced, and Russian military men continue together with civilians to equip and to equip armed forces. And Ukroboronprom and the plant Mayak, they developed new compensators and fire extinguishers for small arms, and they used experience of received during anti-terrorist operations. And the first study items are in production. New compensators are meant to stop the back The fire is on the minimal level, and also then they are not recognized at night. The cadets of National Academy of National Guards of Ukraine, they had 2 days training, and in the end of 2 weeks test on the base of training base of National Guards. The main assignment is to notice intelligence groups and to develop skills under bad conditions. They did well despite everything. On the 10th of December in Yuzhno-Ukrainsk, to the military unit received 2 armored personnel carriers, and they were repaired by that station. In general, since the beginning of anti-terrorist operation, the repairing groups of Ukроборонпром from military armed forces, they repaired 17,653 units of vehicles, 3,765 armored vehicles, and 11,833 tanks, and 11,834 of paratroopers vehicles, 67 planes, 42 helicopters, 24 drones, 54 radio communication equipment. There is a better control on checkpoints on ATL borders. On one of the checkpoints near Artemivsk, during the examination of 2 trucks, Volvo, they found the chicken meat and have products that they do not meet the required documents. And 2 more trucks will bring equipment without documents and enable that. They stopped a truck with 11 tons of additions to petrol, and there was double documents for that cargo. Near Buhas, Borogas arrested people who were involved in terrorist formations. One citizen with the credentials of Committee of the Parliament of DNR on transportation issues was arrested during the examination of documents of a bus, and she was drunk. In Luhansk, at one of the checkpoints, Burgas, when they received information from security service, they stopped a car, Hyundai, and during the examination they found 5 passports of citizens of Ukraine. The driver is now under investigation. The situation in villages and towns around 9 o'clock through Esbaran and Spanner checkpoints, 141 trucks of convoy of Russian Federation came into Ukraine. Ukrainian border guards on custom forces were not allowed to check the car, and also there was procedure. Documents required were absent. A lot of people we observe who move from those territories during the last day. More than around 4,000 people left from that area. The number of IDPs from Donetsk and Luhansk regions is more than 522,000 people. The process of rebuilding housing continues in the Artemivsk district. They finished rebuilding 8 buildings. The families returned, and they're not afraid to live through the winter. At present, since the beginning of ATO in Donetsk region, Donetsk Miss has repaired gas, provides gas at more than 150,000 clients, and they renovated 1,700 distribution gas lines, and they were damaged. In Mariupol, there is gas to 5,000 clients. During the day, pyrotechnical units of state service of emergency, they found and destroyed a 91 unit of ammunition. On liberated territories, they checked, they examined more than 1,500 hectares of land. They found more than 30,000 units of ammunition. As the International Subbutary, the Congress of the Senate approved draft law 28 Act to support Ukraine. 2014 it provides substantial financial support to Ukraine, lethal weapons. In addition to military assistance to Ukraine, the document provides support in the field of energy, fight against Russian propaganda, and assistance to IDPs. The draft law provides additional sanctions against Russia, and the Senate was unanimously supported. The Minister of Finances of the US, Jacob Liu, announced that sanctions against Russia because of events in Ukraine and the falling price for oil set pressure on the economy of Russia. And Liu mentioned that Russia should put efforts in order to regulate the situation in Ukraine in diplomatic way. So far, we don't observe that. That's why we will keep up the sanction pressure with the help of our partners, including in Europe, the minister told. Your questions, please.
Sergei Barbut, Anton Gerashchenko on his page in Facebook reported that in Mariupol last night there was fighting and there were some people killed. We haven't heard about that in Europe, but we are checking this information. That is why we do not have any confirmation of that. Any other questions? Then thank you.